Whether you love it or hate it, the Volkswagen Beetle is an iconic car and it is one of the best-selling cars of all time. In fact, I believe it was the best-selling car of all time until it was overtaken by the Toyota Corolla in the 21st century. But what actually killed it? What killed the famous Bug, the car that is, of course, known as Herbie as well in that famous film? Well, it was a weird law, a strange law that actually ended up killing it. Now, the VW Beetle was produced all the way from the mid-20th century, all the way until 2002. It wasn't produced in anywhere else at this point other than in Mexico. And the reason why they stopped producing it in Mexico is a bit strange. Bit of a weird one, but I'll explain why in this video here. So in 2002, Andrés Manuel López Obrador, the then governor of Mexico City, issued a decree stating that two-door cars could not be used as taxis in the city. Of course, the Beetle, the original one, was a two-door car. And when I'm referring to the Beetle with all this, by the way, guys, I'm talking about the original Beetle. I believe VW still make a modern version of the Beetle. They did for a very, very long time here in Europe. That is still going, but I'm talking about the OG Beetle, the OB, as it were, in this case. But yeah, they basically banned two-door taxis over in Mexico City because of passenger safety and convenience, which I can understand. Traditionally, when you go in a taxi nowadays, you want to get in the back seat, the driver's in the front seat. You know, you can kind of see why problems might arise if people trying to get in the front seat for the driver when it came to the safety of them. And also just for luxury purposes as well, you know, it's just nicer to be in the back seat for something like that personally. So that basically meant that all taxis in Mexico City, the capital city of Mexico, had to have 4 doors and a trunk to be able to be legal to do this. And so because of that, the original Beetle was generally phased out over the next few years. And a lot of Beetles at this point were really only being used for taxis over in Mexico. And because of that, it was ended. Volkswagen took the decision, you know, we're not selling enough of these. There's no point keeping it going. It's a very, very old car. It's over 50 years old at this point. So we might as well just get rid of it. Now, VW did mark the end of that era with a dedicated special edition of the VW Beetle known as the Volkswagen Sedan Ultimate Edition, or the last edition to some. That was unveiled in July 2003, and the production was limited to just 2,999 units to sell to the general public. While car number 3000 would make its way over to the Volkswagen Museum in Wolfsburg over in Germany. But yeah, there we go, guys. Basically, the Beetle died, the original Beetle died eventually because of Mexico City banning two-door taxis in the capital city and mandating that you had to have a 4-door in order to be compliant with the regulations. So a bit sad, but all good things must come to an end. And yeah, you'll still see little Beetles pottering around every now and again. They sold, what, 30 million of the thing in total? Like I said, the Toyota Corolla has overtaken it now for the most sold car in history, but the Beetle for the longest time was one of, if not the best-selling cars of all time. I think the pickup truck from Ford may have been in and around it during that time as well. But anyway, very popular car, very iconic car. Whether you love or loathe it, let us know your thoughts on it in the comments below. And yeah, see you soon for some more content just like this, guys, on the channel. Have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world today.